Have you ever made a decision only to later wonder why on earth you chose that path? What if behind every questionable choice lies a hidden cognitive bias steering your decision-making process? These mental shortcuts can sabotage your success without you even realizing it. Today, we're diving into 9 cognitive biases that might be secretly holding you back, and I'll give you practical strategies to overcome them. Ready to unlock your mind's potential and make smarter choices? Stick with us until the end, where we'll reveal an often overlooked strategy to combat these biases and transform your decision-making. Don't miss this essential insight. 1. Confirmation bias. Have you ever noticed how you tend to focus on information that supports your pre-existing beliefs and dismiss anything that contradicts them? This is confirmation bias at work, and it's perhaps the most pervasive cognitive bias of all. When consumed by confirmation bias, our thinking becomes skewed and closed-minded, making it harder to explore new perspectives or adaptive changes. To counteract this, make it a habit to actively seek out and consider opposing viewpoints. Surround yourself with diverse opinions and be open to them. 2. Anchoring bias. Do you find your decisions overly influenced by the first piece of information you receive? Anchoring bias is when initial information disproportionately affects your thoughts and decisions. To mitigate anchoring bias, break away from the first piece of information by deliberately seeking at least 2 or 3 additional sources before arriving at a conclusion. This practice can balance the weight you give to introductory data, leading to more informed and objective decisions. Soon, I'll introduce a step you can take when faced with new information that will help you break free from anchoring bias. Stay tuned. 3. Availability heuristic. Do you often overestimate the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind? The availability heuristic can lead you to rely too heavily on immediate examples or information when evaluating a decision, often resulting in skewed perceptions. Challenge this bias by pausing to question how representative these examples actually are. Assess whether the information is anecdotal or truly reflects a broader trend. Fact-check with statistical data and analyses when possible. 4. Hindsight bias. Ever catch yourself saying, "I knew that would happen" after the fact? Hindsight bias makes us believe events were predictable after they happen, which can lead to overconfidence in our future predictions. To avoid hindsight bias, adopt the mindset that outcomes are often uncertain and acknowledge the full range of possibilities that existed beforehand. Maintain a documented record of your predictions and reference them to evaluate your forecasting accuracy honestly. We'll share a surprising technique that can help you temper hindsight bias and boost your foresight accuracy. Don't miss it. 5. Self-serving bias. Do you often attribute successes to your own skills and failures to external circumstances? Self-serving bias is your mind's way of protecting self-esteem, but it can prevent personal growth and learning. To overcome this bias, develop a habit of honest reflection and accountability. Recognize the role you play in both successes and failures, and use experiences as learning opportunities to grow and improve. 7. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you ever been overconfident in your abilities, only to later discover that you had much more to learn? The Dunning-Kruger effect makes us overestimate our competence in areas we're less skilled in. Combat this bias by valuing humility and seeking continuous education. Engage in lifelong learning and solicit feedback regularly. Acknowledge that expertise involves recognizing the limits of your own knowledge. Have you ever experienced a moment of realization where you knew less than you thought? Share your insights with us. 8. Sunk cost fallacy. Do you ever stick to decisions because you've already invested time, money, or effort, even when it's clear another path would be wiser? This is the sunk cost fallacy, where prior investments unduly influence current choices. Recognize sunk costs for what they are: irretrievable. Focus on potential gain from future investments rather than dwelling on past losses. Approach decisions with a forward-looking mindset. 9. The halo effect. Are you influenced by a person's one positive trait to the extent it colors your whole perception of them? The halo effect can lead you to misjudged evaluations based on first impressions or single attributes. To minimize the halo effect, evaluate people and situations based on a wide range of factors and performance indicators, not just one striking feature. Practice critical thinking and avoid overgeneralizing. As promised, here's the strategy to combat these biases and take back control of your decisions: mindful decision-making. By cultivating mindfulness, you can observe your thought processes, question automatic reactions, and make deliberate, impartial choices. Bonus insight: cultivating mindfulness for better decisions. Mindfulness helps you remain aware of your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. Practicing mindfulness allows you to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully to situations, an invaluable tool against cognitive biases. Integrate mindfulness exercises such as meditation or journaling into your daily routine. Share how this affects your decision-making in the comments. Breaking free from cognitive biases. By recognizing and addressing these 9 cognitive biases, you can break free from their constraints and empower yourself to make more rational, informed decisions. Utilize mindfulness, embrace diverse perspectives, and continually seek self-improvement to bulletproof your decision-making process. Which cognitive bias do you think affects you the most, and how do you plan to tackle it? Share your strategies and learn alongside others in the community. If this exploration into cognitive biases resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's enhance our self-awareness and decision-making abilities. Turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest insights. Bonus interaction: share an experience where recognizing a cognitive bias helped improve your outcome. Your story might encourage others to further develop their self-awareness. Thank you for joining us on this journey to cognitive clarity. Until next time, cultivate mindfulness and continue to unlock your best decision-making potential.